Hey Nathan, Ben Porcio here. We're gonna break you down along with Eric Orsi. I think this pitch here is 94. Y'all are similar build. He might weigh a little bit more than you. He's 6'4", about 205. So let's take him out of leg lift. Let's take you out of leg lift. So big difference is right here. You can see your shin angles are too vertical, and you see how his is more linear. So that drive leg shin position is your what we call force vector. It's going to be your direction of force when you go to push and accelerate off the rubber, and you drive your hips off the rubber. So because his is coming down, he'll be able to, when he creates the push and comes off the rubber, it'll actually propel energy towards the target through the hip rotation. Because yours is up, you're not going to want to do that, so you're more than likely just going to either extend from that position and let it push you up, which is what it's going to do, and you're more than likely not going to peak your ground force because of the misdirection. So when you come into landing, you were driving, so you actually pushed and extended your stride length, but a lot of your energy was going up, so it wasn't too bad. I think you recovered out of it pretty well. Like, it's, even though it's your vertical, or the shin stayed vertical here, as you moved forward and you started to drive, you started to rotate and brought it down pretty quickly, and then you can see right here your ankle and your toe pushes out, which is great. To get to the big toe as you come off the rubber is such a well-coordinated movement, and you're actually doing that. So I think this will be perfect because it recovered well. It'll be so much better and work so much better if you do like Eric here, and as you come down out of leg lift, your shin moves linear and doesn't want to post up or stay vertical too long like you're doing. I think it'll keep your momentum accelerating better out of leg lift. And then with your good rotation as you open front foot and drive, your good timing of rotation into drive, it'll just be even more energy hitting front foot, and it'll more than likely put you in a position where your trunk's a little bit more back. So like if you look at Eric here landing, probably that's a bad line, but if I go like this, you can see pretty vertical trunk orientation. If I do that with you, you can see your head is a little bit more forward, and that's means you were starting your trunk towards the target too early. So Orsi's a little bit more delayed, and that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to optimize it landing your trunk range of motion. So if I can bring my trunk back and I can keep my trunk closed, now I have the optimal distance to carry it forward and complement that into rotation. So you're just a little bit forward here, so you're going to lose some of that forward energy, even though you're still closed. So everything's very similar. Just notice his chin's just a little bit more back, or his trunk's a little bit more neutral, vertical. So you don't secure your landing till here. He secures his landing right there. So when I took one more frame to get your front foot all the way down, you have a lot more trunk lean. So you're already moving trunk forward. So you're not going to get a lot of that now. You're just going to have more rotation, or you're going to have to transfer your energy more through rotation, when Eric's going to transfer it forward and through rotation. Okay? So he's pushing more energy through that trunk, and that's a big deal because the amount of energy going through your arm at this point to the ball is 86% of that energy comes from the trunk. So if he took a longer path forward and in rotation, and he did that as fast as you or faster, that means he's throwing harder. So, I think I paired you up well here with Eric. Y'all look very similar, and this guy's, was in big league camp this year. So if I bring you back to here and just show you that one key difference is that back shin. So really working on allowing that to move forward without losing external rotation, or what we call torsion, and helping it keep your momentum moving more linear out of leg lift. And then helping and adding to your good, opening and driving of your lower half. Hopefully it'll bring your trunk back, and now you'll have more energy or more distance to pump energy forward. And then from there, it's just getting explosive. Now, Eric's a very explosive guy. His power clean is 260 pounds, some 65 pounds, and he weighs 200. So he's getting well over his body weight with his clean, which is put him in a very explosive category. His broad jump is like 10 plus. Vertical jump is around 36. His 10-yard sprints are like 1.4. So he's a very explosive, very strong athlete. Strength-wise, his pulling strength is actually the highest in the Mets organization. So, it's once you get these mechanics down, it's then you got to develop the elite athleticism. I don't know where you are with that. It looks like you're probably doing fairly well, but those are metrics we would capture in camp here and measure, and then we'd give you show you the ones that are behind, the ones that need to go up, and give you all the training to get there. So hope this helps.